I'm Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about Easy Reach's most worn fragrances. So these are fragrances that I keep turning to, ride or die fragrances that are just go-tos for me. And as such, I've worn them a ton. Now, most of these I've had for several seasons, so the dents in them look a little bit larger. That said, yeah, I reach for these all the time. They're very dependable. For the most part, longevity is not a problem for any of these, and they just make me happy. Yay! I'm so excited. Now, before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. And without further ado, let's get into this. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing about this one, but I'm going to mention it really quick because it's one that I absolutely love wearing, wear it a ton, especially... See, like this dress, I love it, but it's just, I feel like I'm slowly doing a striptease. Okay, give me a second. This fragrance, it's so fun to wear. It's energizing. It smells like raspberries and lemon. It's delectable. It makes my mouth water. I find it happy and invigorating and energizing. Love, love, love this fragrance. I'm going to mention it again. Not everybody can smell this one. So I've had two different people say that they couldn't really smell it at all. I smell it big time, but I do understand some people can't smell it. So I'm putting that out there as a caveat. But I happen to love this one, and you can see got quite a lot gone in this one, especially when you consider my huge stash. So like if I only had like a few fragrances, obviously it would be down here. But anyway, love this fragrance, enjoy wearing it. Every time I put it on, I go, I love fragrances like that. Next fragrance is Toi l'Impératrice by Dolce & Gabbana. I hate saying that. I should just say L'Impératrice 3 because I can't. I try, but I know it sucks. But anyway, 3 L'Impératrice, Toi l'Impératrice by Dolce & Gabbana. This smells like a refreshing watermelon-y. There's some rhubarb in here, sweet kind of berry melon tea-like fragrance. It's very musky. Some people find that it smells like BO. I know I'm not selling these great, but some people find that this smells like BO. I think it's the raspberry. So if you smell this and go, it smells like stink, it's likely rhubarb, because rhubarb has a similarity to celery, which sometimes smells a little bit like sorry for the crudeness, but a little bit like pit sweat. Like kinda the celery kind of feel. I don't know. I think that that's what it is, the rhubarb, because some people find Delina smells a little bit like BO. I'm sure it's the rhubarb. I happen to love rhubarb, so maybe I happen to love BO. In any case, this is so relaxing. It's refreshing. I overspray, so it lasts quite a long time. I don't think you can get this one at this point. I think it's really hard to get this one. So I kind of want to try the L'Impératrice, which is more strawberry than the watermelon kiwi kind of feel. But I just love, love, love this fragrance. And as you can see, I've worn it a ton. This is my major easy reach. So if I don't know what I want to put on and I just want to smell really good and I want to feel kind of relaxing, this is what I go for. This is one of my sexy fragrances, and it is Scandale à Paris by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This one, so good. It's got pear, it's got honey, it's got jasmine. It's so, so, so sexy. Very sweet, very flirty, very girly. My husband likes this one, which is probably why I've worn it so much. I like wearing this one to bed. I like wearing this one during the day. It works for a date night. And the honey sometimes can go animalic and smell like pee. What is wrong with me in this video? Everything. So, but it's just the truth. Sometimes honey goes pee-like or urine-esque. So I find that with the original Scandale, I can't wear it because it just smells like urine on my skin. The honey in this doesn't do that for me. but you still get honey. So I just find it uber sexy, but flirty and pretty. And although it's got honey, although it's got jasmine, the pear keeps it fresh feeling. It feels like kind of like a green, delicious, slightly unripe pear. Like, you know, that fresh pear smell. Like I think of English Pear and Freesia, I think by Jo Malone. That kind of pear is kind of the pear that I get in this. So it kind of balances out that honey and jasmine and gives it a freshness that makes it perfect for the daytime. I can imagine wearing this and going shopping somewhere outside. You know, this would be the kind of fragrance that I would want to wear. And it makes a great date night fragrance too, because it's got the sweetness and the sexiness. So love this fragrance and have used a ton. Next fragrance that I absolutely love and wear as often as I can is Terracotta Le Parfum. Now the cool thing is that Terracotta is now found on FragranceNet. Again, all linked down below. But for those of you in the States that have been wanting this, you can get it now through FragranceNet, at least while they have it. So I've been linking it in the past couple of videos because it showed up. So I was excited for you guys. This is at Shoppers Drug Mart for Canadians, about 105. I think it's around $100 for anybody in the States. This is a very kind of sophisticated fragrance that works. You know, you could wear this during the day, definitely. It's that kind of holiday vacation type vibe. Some people, I can see this being like a sunscreen oil. There's an oily component to this that reminds me of Moroccan oil. There's tiare flower in here. There's coconut. I think there's a few other tropicals in here. It's just a very elegant fragrance. I don't think that this smells like sunscreen, but it smells like a very elegant tropical vacation. This is kind of a bougie, elegant tropical vacation vibe. Love it. Now, in the tropical category, another one that I just absolutely love and wear a lot is Dolce & Gabbana's Dolce Garden. This one is more a sweet tropical fragrance. It's got coconut in it. It's a lot thicker. It smells nectar-like. Like, I think they should have called this Dolce Nectar rather than Garden. I think there's potentially some beeswax or something like that in this. There is kind of a waxy quality to this, but somehow it feels translucent. Even though it's nectar-like, there's a translucency to this that's just absolutely beautiful. Love this fragrance. The longevity is fantastic on this one, but a few people, I have caveats for every freaking fragrance this time. A few people have said that this goes funky on them and smells very, very weird. I've had that happen. So when I first tried it, I didn't want to get it because it went funky on my skin. Like just weird. It went weird on my skin. That said, like every once in a while, somehow this goes funky, but for the most part, it just smells sweet, coconut, almond, waxy, nectar-like, just tropical deliciousness. I think there's some yellow florals in this as well, like maybe some ylang ylang, I can't remember. But I really, really enjoy this fragrance, even though every once in a while it goes a little bit funky somehow. Not sure why. Next fragrance is L'Odyssee's Rose and Rose. Now this fragrance, it's very rose-centric, but it has raspberry in here, which gives it kind of a jammy feel. It's so delicious, and the longer it's on your skin, the more jammy it gets. This one does have the DNA of L'Odyssey, so there is that musky kind of aquatic feel to this as well. I love this fragrance. I find it really relaxing, a little bit flirty, still elegant, and I really love that sweet jammy rose feel in a fragrance. But this never gets overpowering. The longevity on it is really decent, like at least 5-6 hours before it becomes a skin set, and it projects for me that whole time. So really, really enjoy this fragrance. I'm not crazy about the bottle, but I'll definitely be repurchasing this whenever I'm done it because I absolutely love it. I have had this for a couple of seasons, but I basically didn't wear it at all last year. So this is basically use from this year. I just can't get enough of this one this season. The last fragrance that I have for you is La Vie Belle L'Eclat Eau de Parfum. This has the least amount of dent in it, but that dent is just from the past month and a half. So I am wearing this one a ton this season. It's basically, I would say, like a candied orange blossom. There's some bergamot and orange, I believe, in the opening. So there's a bit of a juicy opening, way pared down, scaled back from La Vie Belle with the praline and whatnot. This is mainly kind of a juicy citrus orange blossom that gets more candied as you wear it. Projection is beautiful. It still has that powdery quality, so there is the iris in it, but it just smells like it kind of, eventually it gets a little more powdery, but it's just that beautiful candied orange blossom, kind of fluffy, doesn't smell anything like Love Don't Be Shy. But this is a beautiful kind of pared back La Vie Belle, very feminine, very elegant. It's sweet and delicious. I can see men really enjoying this. And I usually get a compliment when I wear this one. So it definitely projects. There is that powdery factor just like La Vie Belle, but this is very, very beautiful. And it is very straightforward orange blossom. So I really, really, really enjoy La Vie Belle en Rose. That would be my next purchase, actually, from the La Vie Belle line. That one's a lot more of a fresh rose raspberry, and I like it better than La Vie Belle Intensement, which is very kind of a sharp raspberry. The raspberry in La Vie Belle en Rose is a lot more sweet and light. And where this rose in Rose and Rose is a really jammy, sweet, it feels like a rose raspberry jam in a way, but aquatic. I find that La Vie Belle en Rose is a little bit more, it's a little bit more aquatic feeling, a little bit more, it's not as jammy. It's more just kind of traditional rose, but you get that beautiful raspberry in it as well. Now, out of all these fragrances, my two main go-tos, especially when it's super hot, are these two. I love, love, love these two. As far as, you know, the next one that I've been reaching for the most this season, it would be the Rose and Rose. The rest are follow very close behind, but those three are probably the ones that I've been reaching for the absolute most this season. What about you? Do you have three that you just can't get enough of this season? Please leave it in the comments below. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.